This is Mr. Elmhorst with the math lesson, where we're going to take a look at the three methods that we can use to solve equations. We have been focusing on the step-by-step method. The bottom line for the equation is we want to identify what number goes in the variable spot that would make the equation true. So we can solve step-by-step by identifying the variable term and then using inverses to solve. So subtracting 10 from both sides, or adding 10 from both sides. So that would be the first step to solve. We're going to remove the constants with the variable, bring the variable term down to the next step, and then apply the step on the right side. And we have 94 negatives. And during the test, the quiz yesterday, some students added these numbers. Well, it says plus 10, but the first numbers are negative. You can't add negatives and positives because they're going in different direction. They cancel. If they're different, we need to find the difference. And the difference is 84, and there's more negatives, so it's negative 84. All right, and then step 2, the identifying what is happening to the variable is 4 times x. And we're going to divide by 4 to undo what is happening to the variable. So we divide both sides by 4. So x is equal to 84 divided by 4 is going to be 21. And a negative will stay negative when it's divided unless it's divided by another negative. So x equals negative 21. All right, that is going to be the primary focus, is the step-by-step method. So now some students have been using something that's more like it's an inverse method, and this works too. So you're going to identify what's happening. First, we're going to separate the left side and the right side, circle the variable term, and we're going to take what is happening here and then do the inverse on the other side of the equal sign. So the opposite of subtracting 10 is adding 10. So this will cancel. We're going to flip and do the opposite on the other side. And then the opposite of multiplying by 4 would be dividing by 4. So now we just do the inverses on the other side of the equal sign, and that will solve for x. So first we have 94 plus 10, which is negative 84, and then divide by 4, negative 84 divided by 4, so x equals negative 21. So instead of subtracting 10, we add 10, and instead of multiplying by 4, we divide 4. So in essence, it's a little bit of a shortcut, but you identify what the variable term is, and x is equal to negative 21. And there's one more method that some students can use, and that is the substitute and check method. So we need to put a number in here for x. And if you take out the letter x and you put a number in there, you can check and see if it's true. So if we take 10, put 10 in here, so 4 times 10 is 40. 40 minus 10. 40 minus 10 is 30. We need negative 94. So 10 does not work. So then we go to the next one. If we check 20, 4 times 20 is going to be 80. 4 times 20 is 80, and then 80 minus 10 is 70. So again, we need negative 94. So we need more negatives. So those are not going to work. So if we make it negative, so we got 4 times negative 21, that's negative 84. And negative 84 minus 10, this is negative, and minus 10 is also negative. That equals negative 94. So that is the checking. Take a number, put it in there, and see if it works. And that one checks out, negative 21. So let's practice on the review. We are focusing on solving for the variable, finding what number goes in for the variable that makes the equation true. So if you want to pick one of these methods, we are going to focus on the step-by-step method, but inverse method and substitute and check are other methods that we can use to help us solve.